The issue of youth homelessness has largely been ignored in our community and across the country.
I don't know what my life is going to be like within the next 24 hours. Just no type of foresight, no type of anything.
Like, you could be the wealthiest person and just hit rock bottom. That can happen to anybody.
So many kids will either go to a friend's house or end up in a shelter or just anywhere, and I'm telling you, shelters are just terrible, especially for a youth, you know, just scary place to be.
We have large populations in a lot of our high schools.
People who were under 18 years of age are technically unemancipated youth and therefore not eligible for homeless services.
The biggest issues with homeless youth is that they're invisible to most people. These kids really do exist, and we need to do something so they can make it. The youth count was just really awesome that the federal government asked us to be one of that cities. So in the whole United States, Cleveland was picked.
The primary objective of the Youth Point in Time survey was really to identify a methodology of counting a population that had never been counted before, and that is the age cohort of 13 to 25.
The youth count really showed how we can work together, and as agencies that normally don't work together and might even have a difference of opinions on many of these things, but at the end of the day, we all just want to help this population.
So we really all, as a group, came together to make this happen.
We had a history of working with Tower City, and so we had suggested maybe opening up a retail location there that we would operate out of, and we made the contact with them, and they gladly said yes, we would love to support it.
And the response we had as a community was unbelievable. I mean, it was really overwhelming. Like, just the media that we got, the radio, people like just called up and said, like, they knew that the store that we were in was next to the Foot Locker, and like people from Bay Village and Westlake called and said, like, where can we come bring food? What can we do to help?
A lot of young people were stopping in and out. We were able to manage the count out of that office. Being in Public Square and in Tower City, where RTA is dropping in and out of, where young people come through all day long.
We just all collaborated on making sure that we used social media, that we had a Facebook page, we had volunteers from Cuyahoga County, like kids that had aged out, and then we had kids from Belfair's street outreach program, so we had junior ambassadors that are already out on the street with us.
They didn't say, are you homeless? They said, where did you stay? Where have you been staying? Have you been staying with a friend, family? You know, they didn't straight up come and say, are you homeless?
Over 500 individuals did respond to the online survey. About 129 of the respondents were in fact homeless.
We saw some kids that had aged out of the system. We saw lots of youth with children or that were pregnant.
Many people are so surprised when they hear homeless children. Well, how can that be? Public awareness and public education is really very important for people to understand that there are children who are suffering in a very difficult situation, a situation that they have absolutely no control over.
Why are we doing this? Okay, it's really not just to get a count of the homeless. The idea is to begin to generate conversation in community about the fact that there are homeless youth. Every community needs to figure out who they are, where they are, why they are, and then think about how to develop interventions to prevent them from becoming homeless.
I really believe that it does take all of us, all of our unique agencies coming together to do the work. And I think if you do have hope for it and you're willing to, put, your money where your mouth is and do the work, we can save and help this population.